Imagine this, 90,000 people screaming, waving their flag after winning a last-minute penalty in a derby game. That was exactly what happened in the Soweto derby game between Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates from South Africa. Now, for those who don't know, the Soweto derby is a fierce rivalry between two of the biggest clubs in South Africa, both from the same city, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates. Each team claims to be the biggest and the best, so when a derby game like this comes around, it's not just a game, it's everything. The stakes are high, the bragging rights, and of course, who wins it? I had the chance to travel to South Africa for this iconic game, but before I could even get to the match, I had to take care of some few things first, like my hair. I had to undo the whole hair, then remake it again, and this was the final look. Then I told my sister, who is also a fashion designer, about the game, and she knew the perfect outfit to get me for it. She took my measurements and went straight to work. The results, a custom-made outfit that blended the colors of both teams. It was the perfect mixture of both sides, and just in case things got heated. So I was ready and off to South Africa. We first had to transit through Ethiopia as there were no direct flights available on my day of traveling. And on my flight, the infotainment system was not even working for me, meaning I had to stare in the air for almost 6 straight hours. But on the second flight, it was a whole different experience. Everything was working just fine, including the flight tracker, which came of help. And because there weren't even enough passengers, a lot of us had the whole row just to ourselves. After arriving, my friend picked me up and we drove through the city, and I could already sense the excitement building up for the game. But one thing stood out, the traffic. This derby brings so many people into the city and it creates massive congestion. But for those who were selling merchandise, this was prime business. You could see people selling jerseys, hats, scarves for both teams all over the place, and this economy was booming. Next up was the stadium, and I was genuinely impressed with the football culture over here. There were women, kids, older folks, young men, literally people of all ages coming out to support their teams. It's not just about a game, it was the whole experience, and I'm pretty sure some people showed up to the game single and they left with a date. So this is the definition of you see Kenya, but you not go there. I don't know if you can hear it, definitely noise. It shows that a lot is happening at the stadium. That's the stadium there, but I'm just behind because I had a problem with sort of accreditation. I arrived in the country just the day before the game. No, not the day, just the day of the game. So I arrived in South Africa just this morning. I've been trying to get the accreditation, but it's hell, I think, and I understand them because this is a game where a lot of people are interested in. So there's a lot of pressure at the last minute. So maybe I might not be able to enter. Maybe this is just where I'll watch the game and see the game from. Let's see. Maybe a miracle will happen and I get in the second half. So last minute miracle, I got a ticket. Let's go and watch the game. Then came my first sight of the FNB Stadium, back to the brim with over 90,000 people, and the noise was deafening. Every time Kaizer Chiefs got close to scoring a goal, one side of the stadium erupted in roar. And every time Orlando Pirates also made a move, the other side was so loud. Honestly, it was so loud that at a point I couldn't even hear myself speak. You have to experience this kind of atmosphere to understand how crazy it is. Then on the 90th minute, with the game being 0-0, this happened. And the home side were awarded a penalty. You can tell from the shout, this was not a normal shout. This was noise and waving their flag to celebrate their team's impending victory. And with all eyes on the penalty taker, he stepped up and nailed the perfect panenka. I mean, come on, 90,000 people making so much noise, and he went for a panenka. The stadium was wow. So the home team Orlando Pirates won the game by 1-0. Just to give you another picture of how big this game is, this was the skies when the game ended around 5:30 p.m. local time. And by the time we could leave the stadium, it was pitch dark 8 p.m. The Soweto Derby is not just a game. You owe yourself to witness this in person. Whether you're a football fan or not, it's an experience, a spectacle. It's a must-see event that captures the true essence of South African football culture. And trust me when I say, it will be unforgettable.